Test, test. Okey, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera kepada yang menonton. Okey, kembali lagi ke FB page saya, Fazrin Fazwan di segmen Kopi Seni yang keempat. Okey, dan bagi yang pertama kali bersama saya di Kopi Seni, saya akan terangkan lebih dahulu. Kopi Seni adalah segmen di mana saya akan menemu ramah penggiat seni dan akan berkongsi lah sedikit tentang industri kreatif yang semakin berkembang maju dan berdaya saing di ekonomi digital. Dan pada malam ini saya ada rakan saya yang saya dah kenali daripada tahun 2010 lah. 2010 seorang illustrator. Bersama saya adalah Norhani Muhammad. Okey, sebentar ya. Kita panggil Norhani. Norhani live. Okey, Norhani.
Hello.
Okey, boleh terangkan sedikit tentang Norhani? Hani,
So,
okay, so Sarawak pun boleh.
ambil nama kami. Ya.
Okay.
Nama kami Norhani Muhammad. Lahir dari Sibu, Sarawak. Menetap di Kuching for most of my life. Mirip dengan Kuching lah. Masuk tahun tu usia should be 39 years old. Dah berkecimpung dalam bidang tu since I think 2004. So 16 tahun.
Oh, wow. Okay. 16 tahun. Okay. Okay, Hani. So, because for your info, Kopi Seni selama tu kami memang interview Sida illustrator dengan graphic designer lah. Tapi untuk memang pure illustrator kan. Jadi kami mahu tahu kita ada belajar graphic design selama tu.
Graphic design sila. Rasanya not specifically graphic design tapi masa dekat sekolah dulu dekat uni lah. Dia sebenarnya ngajar foundations of design. Bagi kami macam lebih kurang basic untuk graphic design. So the precursor lah to graphic design.
Oh, I see. Okay, so macam ni dapat kita define kita pun apa as a illustrator, apa definition kita pasal illustrator tu?
Illustrator, for me to be an illustrator isnya somebody yang dapat menzahirkan sesuatu idea atau konsep melalui ataupun expression kan melalui a visual medium. Could be dari digital ataupun traditional medium. And then it's also an expression of oneself and an expression of idea yang orang lain beri, and then we try to visualize it for them through illustration supaya saatnya boleh faham sesuatu konsep. So that's my idea of illustrator.
Oh, I see. Dapat kita phone kita kamera kita turunkan sikit lagi. Angle-nya lagi lah. Alright. Okay, sikit lagi. Okay. Okay, boleh lah. So, okay. So, macam as an illustrator, so mesti kita, melukis kan. So, berapa umur kita, mula-mula kita melukis actually?
Kami rasa macam 5 tahun je.
Oh, wow, 5 tahun. Which is tahun?
Kami conteng buku kindergarten.
Oh, okay. Ada.
Semua buku-buku cerita nak diberi oleh mak kami dengan buku kindergarten. Kami conteng. Kami rasa adalah start melukis dari dia sikit-sikit. Tapi saya in primary school nang minat juga seni, nang suka melukis. And then rasanya I take it seriously, like benar-benar get the idea of I wanted to try to improve ke apa semua later lah, maybe dalam form 4 dia. Start to nangga gini, start to get an idea of how to draw, and then after that coba cut and copy. And then after that try to find my own style. Dari macamnya, I think around form 4 baru ada start macamnya. Tapi melukis-lukis sikit-sikit ya dari 5 tahun. Masa kami dah start conteng-conteng sana sini.
So menconteng lah. So Lolo automatik ada mural. Ada mural sih arah dinding rumah Lolo.
Biasa.
So okay, so ada mural lah. Okay, now kami mau tanya lagi. So macam ni pathway kita tu ke dalam industri kinetok as an illustrator. Macam ni pathway kita dari mula-mula kita study sampai ke kinetok lah. Macam ni boleh berkecimpung ke industri aja.
Because kami suka melukis dari dulu. And then after that, I was thinking also how to make money dengan melukis.
Okay.
So I was thinking macam ni mau pola, what is a practical way mau hidup dengan melukis, because mau jadi artis macam fine artist is not easy je kan. Mau jadi macam jual painting apa semua is not very easy. So masa saya kami mikir one practical way is belajar animation.
Okay.
So it's something that seni lukis yang boleh dipakai untuk membuat medium lain macam filem ataupun animasi. So kami ambil course lah to learn how to do storyboard, layout apa semua, storytelling and everything, untuk macam ni nak untuk enhance and add value lagi to skill melukis ya. And then after that bila kami keluar dari uni, kami belajar, kami bekerja dalam bidang animasi juga. Kami bekerja dalam advertising company. Setidaknya mula 2D animation for advertisement. And then dari siya, kami move on lagi. Kami ada mula a lot of other things on the side lah. Melukis komik, and then still draw and arts and illustration apa semua in my free time. And then after that, kami move on lagi to do storyboard. Jadi storyboard artist.
Okay.
Masa saya kerja dekat MDEC dalam projek Saladin, jadi storyboard artist lah.
Okay.
And then jadi storyboard artist for a while dekat saatnya naikkan pangkat sikit, suruh jadi assistant director, where I compile the storyboard and editkannya supaya jadi one full episode. So
wow.
So dari situ and then
so
kami balik.
Okay. So selalunya mula storyboard berapa lama sikit? Macam kita pun storyboard lah untuk siapkan satu episod lah maybe. Usually berapa lama?
Lama juga lah. We allocate masa ya. I don't quite remember because dah lama gila. Tapi because one episode is about 22 minutes. And then you have a few storyboard artists working on one episode. Kami rasa around at least maybe 1 month kali one episode.
Oh, 1 month.
Shorter.
So that episode actually punya runtime-nya berapa lama selalu?
Sorry?
Runtime for that animasi ya. Storyboard kita pola ya.
Satu episode mesti silap kami 22 minutes if I'm not mistaken.
Oh wow. So 22 minutes untuk pola ya sebulan.
Yeah, but I think the storyboards process itself is a bit shorter. Tapi nya mesti include all the amendments apa semua lekat ya diedit lagi into one animatic, because from storyboard kita form animatic nak, so that orang yang mula animation yang can refer to the timing apa semua lah from the animatics that we did from the story. So I think all of that needs to be included.
I see. Okay, before kita teruskan, kita ada siapa yang viewer itu. Okay, Hairul Anwar. Hi Hairul Anwar. Then Sifu kami Bang Fahmi. Abang Fahmi. Okay, dah ya Kesani. Hi Kesani. My sister. Hi mate. Hi Tiban. Tania, thank you for watching. Okay. Abang Fahmi. Okay, berapa frame storyboard per episode?
Berapa frame? Storyboard per episode. We don't have a fixed amount. Asalkan we can sufficient. Banyak je lah actually, because we want to show the timing and the actions properly dalam satu animatic ya. So I think as much as needed to make that happen lah. Kami pun ingat exactly the exact amount. But I do know that masa mula animatics you do have to minta extra motion maybe ataupun extra frame to tunjukkan actionnya dengan lebih jelas lagi, ataupun do some effects to make it clearer lah what is the idea ataupun the action that you wanted to relay to the animators. So kami sih ingat exactly berapa banyak. But as much as needed so that everything is clear. Bila kita nanggap animatics kita dapat tahu the action and then the timing, and all of those are clear lah, at least so that the animators yang akan molah animation ni kelas masih confused.
I see. So okay, Faridah saying hi to you, Faridah Haji Osman.
I see kami.
I see. So okay, the next question is, so macam kita dah lama dalam industri lah, so dalam kita pun terms lah, what is the kita pun way lah untuk being a great artist, consider great artist lah, because kita dah sustain dalam industri kan.
Great artist, I guess always jangan stagnant, sige, always try something new, always have to polish skills, because melukis and I think illustration and any skill dalam bidang seni tu nya macam any other skill lah, kita si polish naknya kita akan lupa, so nya jadi deteriorate kan, macam slowly kita pun teknik yang jadi si bagus gila lagi. So you have to continuously polish your skill. That means you have to practice a lot, and then stay humble, always be inspired, and always be passionate. As in kita mesti suka apa yang kita pola, but at the same time it's something yang beri value kepada kita dengan orang yang nangga di artwork.
I see. Okay, so kami beautiful. Okay, Afiq Basri daripada Hai Kak Hani.
Hi.
Okay, the next one is so of course lah kita ada kelakar pasal kita pun benda lah. So what inspire you? Who inspire you actually? What and who?
Who inspire me?
Yeah.
Masa kecil, I think masa zaman suka melukis anime.
Okay.
Ataupun manga ya. Suka that artist Kosuke Fujishima yang lukis Amon Goddess.
Okay.
I like that artist. I think he did a few video game concept art je, musik silap.
Oh, I see.
I think that was the main inspiration dulu lah. And then after that, gradually you find out about other artists. Kini tu banyak lah actually. I like Claire Wendling. And then banyak artis online. On Twitter, I don't know mungkin kita tahu ke si Red. Dia Malaysian tapi dia staying in Australia. Very nice art.
Okay. Siap.
Local artists, Wayne, and then actually banyak lah. Kami fikir kini tu macam sikit daripada seluruh artis. Sarah Pichelli.
I see.
Sarah Pichelli is a very good artist. Actually quite a lot lah.
Banyak. So dia ada spesifik lah. I mean the one that I mean let's say kita saya ada idea kita taganya aja. Saya dah.
Yes.
Okay. Jadi so siapa kita pun creative manifesto ada sih untuk kita pola kerja, kita pun your favorite quotes ke apakah macam untuk keep it up lah, macam yalah kadang-kadang job urgent kan, banyak job kita perluan submit cepat. Jadi one of it apa? Ada sih.
Ada. Okay, there is this one artist, Jake Parker. He's also an inspiration sebenarnya. Pengasas Inktober. Nya pun, I like his motto and I always remember yang finish but not perfect. Finish but not perfect.
Meaning that, perfect. Okay, explain.
Yeah, meaning that because kita mesti mau everything perfect. Sampai bila pun kita siap. So
betul.
The important thing is that you finish it even if it's not perfect, but you have to finish it. And then after that, kita belajar dari and then we try to make the next one better. But you always have to finish it.
Oh, so meaning that kita everything kita polahnya slowly akan jadi kacak lah. Alright.
Asalnya sampai ke ujung lah. Because kita selalu bingung nak. I mean, mesti kita polah something and then okay, suka and then buang. And then after that kita ingat lagi. And then everything jadi setengah-setengah. So every time I think of finish not perfect, then kita mesti, we try to finish whatever we do. And then even if it's not perfect, we take lesson from that. The next one we do it better.
I see. Oh, quite interesting. Okay, so ada question. Okay, di peja dia Syabas Hani, and then Afiq Basli. Okay, what is your art style or concept? Like, do you like to draw? Question from Afiq Basli.
Cousin.
Right.
Okay. Yes, I like to draw. Concept. My art style, it depends. Kami dulu suka, I think my main inspiration dulu kami suka lukis anime. So I think influence-nya masih ada. Okay. Tapi over the years, I try to do more live drawing so that I'm forming lebih betul apa semua. Kaya ambil influence dari from other artists as well, Western artists, and then from certain animations apa semua. So semua ya sort of like campur-campur. So I would say that my style is cute.
Cute, okay. Comel. Alright.
Elaborate, because kami suka Alphonse Muka. There is another artist that I like, Alphonse Muka. Yeah, he draws mostly dolok lah, what we call macam product pun ataupun theater posters apa semua in an Art Nouveau pun style.
Okay.
So yeah, so I really like that style. So I would say my style is cute, elaborate, colorful, and expressive, and hopefully informative.
Alright. Okay. So Rabiah Rashid say, okay, hi Hani, great to see you.
Hi Mak San.
Okay, then Fatimah Mariah Rashid pun, okay, she said very good. So hi viewers, so viewers bagi yang baru menonton ataupun bagi yang baru nangga lah nak, so feel free untuk tanya soalan dengan Hani, because kita lagi masih ada few soalan kami akan tanya dulu. So if the rest mau tanya soalan, feel free to tanya. Alright, so okay. So lebih is more than a decade dah kita dalam this industry. So pernah sih kita burn out?
Selalu.
Oh, selalu?
Selalu burn out.
Okay,
I think on a normal process, like every artist will go through a burnout.
How frequent?
Quite frequent. I think the last really bad burnout that I had, yang lama lah, I think early 2017, maybe throughout 2017.
Oh.
And then after that, it can have, the thing is that macam sometimes you don't realize you have a burnout until kita mula kerja, kita macam langsung sedar perasaan terhadap kerja.
Oh, kosong je lah.
Then you realize you have a burnout.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, macam mana kita overcome benda ya? Apa yang selalu
pola benda lain.
Okay.
Pola benda lain. Macam 2017 kami start mula craft.
Okay.
Those made pins apa semua nak, because kami still mau mula something, but not benda yang kami pola masa ya. So I tried to do other things. I started crafting lah. Kami mula all those little pins and handmade pins and earrings apa semua. And then in a way kami membuat, melukis, tapi something yang lain fokusnya dari apa yang kami buat sebelum tu. And then after kami dah puas mula benda yang, I find that kami dapat balik lagi to doing illustrations.
Oh, I see. So it means dulu kita memang illustrator kan, because masa kami mula kenal kita pun kita selalu print illustration, kita pun komik ya. So and then suddenly kami berapa few years after ya kami nanggap kita berjual craft pun benda ya. So that is your one of your outcome lah kan?
Yes. That is the
because I bought your coffee cat. Remember if kita coffee cat lah. Very cute.
Other than that, mun si malah benda macam ni, I try to do something macam baking kah apa kah. Then after that balik to artwork. Yeah.
And then I saw your Instagram, kita pun nak lukis cake, coklat. Actually lukisan pun juga kami lapar ya. Really good actually.
Dia pun really stress yang melukis makanan.
I see. Alright. Okay, so kita akan ke topik pasal kita pun media sikit. So boleh kita share apa daripada lukisan kita tu kemana ke? Wow, really quite interesting lah. So boleh kami tahu apa favorite marker kita?
Favorite marker. Nampak.
Oh ya, sedap.
Balikkan dia punya ya. Is it upside down?
Various
It's Copic marker. Copic marker.
Copic marker, I see. Oh, apa kita suka marker ya?
Nya pun colors. The colors is very nice, sangat terang. And then yang bestnya, nya ada refill.
Oh, okay.
Meaning that you buy one stick, nya ada refill. So untuk habis pun kita perlu beli the same thing, you just refill.
Oh.
Nya mahal lah, tapi it's worth it.
Oh, so that means that you can easily blend all the colours lah.
Kami sih lah jarang je blend the colours sendiri, tapi nya come in many colours. So mana ada budget bolehlah menambahkan koleksi.
I see. So okay, that is your favorite marker. So kita pun apa? Favorite canvas apa?
Canvas medium kah maksud kita?
Oh yes, correct.
Favorite medium. Dulu digital, and then mon traditional medium kini tu kami suka pakai watercolor.
Oh, watercolor.
Watercolor. This is a very nice brand. Yellow.
I see. So
very nice pigment. Yeah. Colornya sangat cantik lah, tapi mahal sikit. Tapi the thing is that kita perlu pakai sikit aja. The colors are very nice. Pigment yang nak artistic.
See. Then okay, so ada komen daripada kita pun family member, I think. So Rabiah Syed Rashid said, yes honey, cinnamon rolls baking very good. And then Afiq Basli, Kak Hani is also a baker actually. Wow. You bake. I see. Just for your information, and thank you for your info, Afiq Basli. Okay. Pami said, ada upcoming comic project?
Upcoming comic project? Not yet. Maybe personal ones, but nothing official. Maybe just pola hajat sendiri pun and it's self-publish ataupun cari publisher, but nothing on the horizon yet.
I see. Bakers dozen bang, Classic. Bakers dozen, ya senjata. Alright, so okay. Sini kita selalu jual ataupun publish kita pun artwork actually.
Awal-awal dulu is live journal, tapi live journal dah mati. And then DeviantArt, I think DeviantArt pun macam dah mati juga, ataupun dah orang pergi siap selalu gila lagi. And then after that Tumblr, and then dari Tumblr Facebook pun ada juga, and then now is on Instagram or Twitter.
Instagram. Yeah. Etsy kita saya dah pakai ke?
Apa ya?
Etsy
is a platform to sell.
Oh, platform to sell lah. I see.
Etsy kau masih ada?
Oh, masih ada lah. So, kita masih, yalah kita akan belajar apa je platform untuk kita jual je lah.
Jual.
In case people want to buy your prints ke apa ke, you can share.
Etsy. On Etsy ada. Usually on Instagram nak Honey Makes Instagram adalah orang akan nunggah ataupun tanya dari dia like how much is this blah blah blah. So Honey Makes Instagram is for that. Semua all business related pun art stuff.
I see. Art station ada sih?
Tak ada.
Okay, semua kami nanya. And then di Peja tanya, exhibit di Coco Cabana. So kita pun selalu pergi exhibition kan. Because I bought yours Coffee Cat last time is pun dekat exhibition kan. One of the gigs I forgot already.
Ya, dekat craft market lah. Dekat Kuching selalu tu ada banyak art market kan.
I see. Okay, jadi boleh kita share. Apa yang selalunya kita akan pola, misal kita out of idea. Not burn out macam out of idea. Tapi kadang mungkin ada job you need to do it in a day maybe. Pernah sih. So, apa yang kita pola? Tapi kita memang betul-betul kosong. So, apa kita pola selalu?
Pasang lagu.
Okay.
Pasang lagu on loop. And then after that, buka komik ataupun illustration book. Belik dulu. Depending on apa idea mau didapat ya. Ataupun nanggap Pinterest. To see if there's anything interesting or to inspire. Mun si dapat job pergi tidur kejap. And then ambil angin, nanggap something green. And then after all that, duduk balik and then try to draw something.
I see. Okay, jadi kita kelakar dengan music tag because kami suka dengan music. So, what kind of music that you listen actually?
What kind of music? Nya depends. Mungkin kami mau berfikir, kami akan listen to instrumental music, not sedar lyrics And then mungkin kami mau mula kerja and ada deadline kayak si mau tidur, pasang lagu yang speed metal kah ataupun those epic music macam Two Steps from Hell ataupun rock music.
I see, quite interesting.
Ya, mun kita mau lah kerja muzik macam ya bagus. And then depends lah. Because kami taste in music, kami tetap to one thing. I listen to a lot of different things.
Universal lah deh. Kita dengar semua. Right. Saya Okay. Rashid said, actually Hani love Meow too. Her two BFF at home, Sauron and GST. Oh. Okay, so kita ada BFF, Sauron and GST. Apa ya?
Pusa.
Pusa. So yang belakangnya kah? Tidur Is that Sauron?
Oh.
Okay.
Tengah tidur.
I see. Oh, that's Sauron. Hi, Sauron. Okay, so out of idea kita ada jawab. So, okay, the next one is apa yang kita pun basic style kita, because kita pun industry is evolving. So macam trending lah. So macam ni kita pola kerja kita memang up to the trend. Ada sih kita.
Memang up to. Yeah, this one is a bit difficult kan sebab trendnya sentiasa bertukar. Because that's what I did dulu masa I think between 2010 and then maybe until up to 2016.
Okay.
Kami ikut trend mainstream comic, western mainstream comic macam DC and Marvel nak. Masa saya around that time mesti silap kami DC sedaknya rebranding sedaknya pun produk.
Okay.
To DC New 52. So they have a lot of new character design yang masa saya orang si berapa happy because sedaknya madah too sexy, the ladies were too sexualized nak. So masa saya I hop onto the trend by redesigning the costumes so that nya appealing tapi nya si terlalu sexy. So
okay.
Yeah. So at that time, because that was the thing, so people liked the artwork. So it was fresh lah masaya. But then again, this thing, because you have to keep up with the the comic news apa semua nak, with the fandom ke apa what is new. So mungkin kita minat dengan pop culture. Okay. Like if you like to follow like the latest show apa semua nak, then maybe you can hop onto that trend, and then after that do fan arts ke apa that is based on that. Tapi benda macam ni usually it doesn't really last. And then at the same time kita pun mau selamat-lamatnya maulah fan art. So I think the best thing is that beyond pop culture, apa yang kita suka pola yang lasting and yang dapat beri value dengan orang, I think you should polish that and then try to just improve your skill. Then you can stay relevant.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Quite nice answer. I really like it. So, okay, kita pergi ke komen. Okay, Carol Anwar. Music really helps when drawing. Yes. And designing too. Okay. Okay, another hobby, melayan and bermain dengan pusak. So, Afiq Basli. Okay, Afiq Basli. He asking, how do you set pricing for your art to make it justifiable or for profit? Apa dia? To make it justifiable for profit. Macam ni?
Macam ni.
How much do you want to... yeah, pricing that.
Yeah. Firstly, how much do you want to be paid? And then kita tetapkan berapa kita mau gaji kita yang kita dapat bulan ataupun dari that particular job. And then after that, you calculate also the hours that you put into it and also the difficulty of the job. And then after that, we gauge it from there lah. But first of all, put yourself aside a macam gaji bulanan tetap berapa kita mau profit dari sia, and then dari sia kita kira lah the rest of it. And boleh jangan undersell yourself just because kita mau dapat that job or that client, because kita akan menyesal dekat dia.
Oh, I see. Banyak orang undersell tu.
Jangan masalahnya.
Alright, so Lipeh dia ada start on COVID-19 ni. Yang juga kita komik COVID-19 yang ada.
Apa itu?
Alright, okay. So macam kita tadi, saya dah brainstorming because you always work alone kan. So okay, boleh kita explain macam ni workflow kita, pola kerja. Okay. Maybe kita boleh cerita macam cut kita ya. Apa flow kita pola? Macam ni kita dapat job and then prosesnya, coloringnya ke apa. Kita boleh share sih.
First, thumbnail.
Okay.
Thumbnail macam small sketches yang kecil-kecil to for example macam sketch cut. Say the subject is like Marvel characters. So kita pinpoint in each thumbnail ya which character, apa pose, framingnya apa semua. And then from the thumbnail, you can go, if it's sketch card, kami after the thumbnail kami go straight to the sketch card lah. Terus lukis on the sketch card itself. But if it's a bigger illustration, kami akan mula color sketch on the thumbnail ya. To get the overall feel of the color first. Like after the sketch and the layout, and then after that inking. After inking and then after that colors. That is for sketch card lah.
Oh, I see. Then after that kita scan ke apakah saya dah?
Boleh scan lah. Boleh scan.
And then the actual card you send it to Sidak Ajasi. Or you keep it?
I have to send back. No. The actual card dia yang udah dilukis perlu dihantar balik ke company yang hantar the sketch cards originally.
I see. Okay, quite interesting. So apa lagi yang kita boleh share pasal workflow? Dah apa lagi kah produk?
If it's a bigger illustration, like I said before, after the thumbnail, and then after that the layout, then I do the color sketch, and then dari siya I will do the macam penciling lah of the artwork first. Then after that inking, either digital ataupun secara analog, and then after that lay down the colours lah. Colour ngikut the colour sketch yang kami pola tadi. So that the initial colour nyasik lari, and then after that after dah habis letak colour, then maybe another round of inking just to define the character. Depends lah on what the artwork means. Dekat ya either scan and then touch up lagi dalam Photoshop.
Okay, alright. Okay, the next one is selalunya time frame kita habiskan satu cut tadi, sketch cut kita. Time frame berapa lama?
Mengkat kecil. Macam tu lah.
Yes.
One like this. Berapa lama?
Boleh angkat sikit tadi. Si masuk frame tadi.
Sorry, might be difficult because I'm not supposed to show this yet.
Okay, sorry. Okay.
Because kami sketching about 1 or 2 days, bukan sikit cut je lah. Because I have to do usually about 30-50 cuts sekali.
Oh wow, 30-50 cuts.
Yes. So sketching aja maybe 1 or 2 days. I think maybe more than that, maybe 3 days depending on how busy lah. Mungkin kami fokus saja on then maybe 1 or 2 days sketching. And after that another 2 to 3 days. And then after that colors maybe 2 hari. 3 hari lah. Mungkin kami makin watercolor is faster. So about 2 to 3 days.
So altogether it's about a week lah, sketch cut, 50 sketch cut.
About 1 week plus, depending on masa. Mungkin kami si molah benda lain and just keep at it straightnya. Cepat sikit lah.
I see.
Then kita letak dengan benda lain, then it will take a longer time.
Okay, I see. So, thank you for answering that. Okay, jadi bagi viewer yang baru masuk, boleh tanya, jangan malu, jangan segan. Kita bersama Hani, one of the illustrator. Okay, so lama kita dalam industri, so confirm kita ada kenal few designer and then few creator, few illustrator lah. So, just a generic question. So, apa kita rasa pasal industri kreatif kita? What do you think about it?
I think secara, I don't know, from what perspective? Because industri kreatif kita besar.
So, maksud kami, local industry about kita pun creator, designer, talentnya situ. Adakah kita tu hebat ataupun wasted kah, apakah? Macam ni apa?
I think in terms of how good we are, kami rasa very positively that kini tu kita ada very, very good creators.
Okay.
Yang maybe orang kita sendiri sedar ada. Because kita nangga, they market themselves online. And maybe I think they are more known to outside people, but not necessarily dalam Malaysia. Macam kita tahu ke si recently ada one Malaysian nominated for Eisner Award for nyapun webcomic. Fried Rice Comic.
Okay, kita
Erica,
you can share.
Yeah, Erica Eng, I think if I'm not mistaken namanya. And she was nominated for Eisner Award. Eisner Award is like a very big one of the highest creative award for comics and graphic novel, and she was nominated Malaysian for nyapun webcomic.
Wow,
so
I see. Okay, interesting.
So, in terms of talent kita dah banyak, because a lot of our young kids kini tu kita nangga nyapun skillnya. Dalam illustration ataupun dalam komik apa semua, they are very, very good. Because kami merasa, because resources dekat online senang nak dapat, so they learn very fast and they can get like direct advice juga from online artists apa semua. So I think in terms of that, it's quite positive lah. We have a lot of good talents basically.
Okay.
And yang bestnya, these talents, they're not necessarily belajar dalam line ya. They're not even like trained as graphic designers ataupun trained in art college. It's something that they pick up on their own dan sangat minat.
I saw ada kami pun ada terbaca. I read one of the article lah. Doctor in Penang. Ya apa gambar-gambar binatang just cut into apa, and then pola photo manipulation lah. Forgot, tapi kami ada tertangga lah, and then if kami jumpa kami akan share kita link. So if anybody know siapa nama doktor, just komen lah. Alright, so industry of course talent banyak kena tu kacau, but now pasal our local art value, what do you think?
Local art value maksud kita how the Malaysian public
how
value.
Malaysian, yes, nya adapt dengan art value kita. Okay, macam kita as an illustrator and me as a graphic designer. So kami pernah share lah, tapi untuk kali tu kami bawa dengar pandangan kita lah. Penerimaan orang.
Kita ada one part of the public yang I would say appreciate art and understand art and are willing to pay for art, ada. And then on the other spectrum, kita masih ada orang yang nanggali art and ada mola sekejap tu aja, kami perlu bayar kah? You know, ada juga, still ada. So, you know,
perlu bayar ke benda tu? Oh my god. Okay.
Ataupun it's like, pola benda macam tu dapat cari duit kan, that kind of thing. So, for me, I think benda tu nang sentiasa ada in any culture or in any country. There will always be people who knows how to appreciate what you do. That is the people that we gravitate ataupun kita pun target market. And then akan juga ada orang yang still don't think that art is something that they should pay for, or something that, you know, sebenarnya nangga, I can get this painting murah, hajak dari Daiso, kenapa aku bayar, you know.
Alright.
Like a few hundred for, you know, that kind of thing. So, tapi kami nangga lah, because dekat Kuching saatnya selalu ada banyak hold a lot of art market nak. So, rata-rata orang yang datang ya, I can say that they come because they appreciate the local talent, and then they are willing to pay for it. So, it's a matter of finding your audience lah.
Oh, ya. Okay. So macam ada sikit cerita lah, no? Macam jual kereta lama kan, apabila pergi kedai tu orang beli murah, and suddenly ada orang nak suka antik yang beli mahal lah. We need to find our own audience. Okay, so Abang Fabi tanya, kenal si any comic artist dari Sarawak?
Comic artist dari Sarawak. So I'm trying hard to think. Dapat fikir right now. I think patutnya ada, tapi kena kita fikir.
Oh, okay. So, if ada, please comment or PM me. Kita akan adakan satu sesi lagi, ya.
I'm sure ada.
Alright.
Kak kali baru ingat.
Alright. Aaron Ngabong, my friend. Yang big fan kita.
Ya kah?
He was on my first episode.
Oh, okay.
Hi Aaron. Okay Aaron, ada anything just boleh tanya Aaron, no problem.
Hi Aaron.
Okay, so okay. Boleh sih kita share. Okay, tu since 2004 kita lah tadi. Boleh sih kita share your most difficult time dengan dengan klien. Your most difficult time dengan klien. Kita boleh share. And then I mean your challenging the most challenging job lah yang kita pernah pulang.
Most challenging job. Masa mula-mula dulu kerja dekat advertising company lah, banyak juga lah.
Agensi dengan Abang Fahmi, agensi aja ya Abang Fahmi.
Agensi.
Okay.
Because sometimes we get rush jobs ataupun jobs yang kliennya very very particular. Kadang-kadang yang sampai pun boleh lah 1 pixel color yang punya mau betul kan, so that they can have a say. Pernah sekali kami orang dalam meeting because I think we were doing in this artwork atau in this animation, the drinks comes out in bubbles. So dari botol, dari tin minuman so this client bolehnya Madah, can you make the bubbles 10% bigger ataupun this one 10% smaller. So kami orang macam, how do you even know how it looks like 10% bigger or smaller? Tapi nya akan nitpick benda macam you know. And usually a lot of these last minute changes is that yang malah susah is because we have to stay overnight lah dekat office. So instead of balik ke rumah, kita balik bila orang lain datang kerja. Macam saya lah. And then I think the most difficult part is if we meet client yang tidaknya sure apa tidaknya mau.
Okay.
So we have to give them a lot of options and then they keep on saying no because they're not sure of what they want. So kita terpaksa try to, I don't know lah, nak baca utak saja pun susah. So we have to like, is it like this? And then tukar sikit sampai setidaknya dapat. But usually the process takes a very long time. Yeah.
So
and then the rule of thumb is that when kita nge-show like, say we have to show like 3 concept we show like 1 concept yang kita suka, and then 1 concept yang kita langsung suka, and then 1 concept that is in between lah, sort of like the neutral one For sure 99.9% the client will choose yang konsep kita paling suka. Which is funny. So masa kita, which is funny, but it always happens.
Okay, balik kepada Abang Fahmi cik lelah je Madah. Susah gila fikir. Abang Fahmi himself is a comic artist bang.
That's awak.
Alright, so okay, yalah paling, okay, so tahun bila ya jadi kita punya pengalaman dah?
That one is awal masa mula-mula kerja lah.
Okay,
between 2000 or 2000.
So macam ni lah kita overcome, ya kita belum jawab kita tadi.
Gimana overcome? Masa saya tapi mentality kami masa saya is like whatever, because kami baru start kerja juga, and then kami mau belajar. So bagi kami masa saya is like whatever yang kami encounter tu is something to learn from. So it might be difficult, tapi after that, because ada colleagues apa semua aja, so nyasik lah. Jadi terlalu menyusahkan diri sendiri. It's still funny lah. Mas saya nang marah-marah apa semua, tapi after that it's like, oh, it's a lesson, so it's okay. You just move on to.
Okay. So viewer baru masuk, hi semua. So editing mau tanya, boleh tanya. No problem. Okay. Tak macam soalan best yang nanya. So lama-lama kita dalam industri tu, pernah si artwork kita kena curi?
Selalu. Actually.
Selalu?
Yes. Especially because online, but when you put your artwork online,
okay,
it's very easy for people to steal. Especially on Facebook dengan Twitter. Because, okay, sikit perkara yang selalu berlaku for artists who put their artwork on Twitter and also Facebook is that certain companies macam scam companies lah. They setidaknya pretend to be t-shirt companies, because kadang-kadang ada sih mungkin kita scroll through Facebook ke apa, ada kasi nampak ad like t-shirt from sponsored ad for t-shirts of ada artwork kacak lah, like from I don't know, from Spirited Away ke apa semua stuff like that
Okay.
And kita klik akan madah tu T chip ataupun T something. Okay, the problem with this company is that they use like a certain script ataupun bot to look on the social media. Every time somebody comment on an artwork, I would love to see this on a t-shirt. Then they will rip that artwork and put it on their website and then sponsor, and then it will be sponsored lah dekat siya. And then when people click on that and then they buy the t-shirt, sometimes they don't even get the t-shirt.
Oh, wow.
And then and those artworks is not even artwork yang dipakai or yang dipolah oleh those companies. It's random artist online pun artwork. So kami pun artwork, I think dah several time kena curi macam ya.
Oh, wow.
Susah je lah.
So macam saya dah berapa tindakan lah. Macam ni lah kita email ke apakah?
it's difficult because kita boleh call for IP infringement. I think not this DMCA pun take down ya, tapi prosesnya sangat tedious lah. Sikit.
Okay.
But the cool thing is that I think on Twitter, some artists recently have found out that they use this script not to curi artwork ya.
Okay.
So what they did is that sebenarnya molah artwork that says that this company steals artwork, please sue them. And then after that, yang suruhnya pun follower pada, I would love to see this on a t-shirt. And then that actually appeared on their artwork, on their website. That this company actually steals our yes.
So you mean that it's kena ya lah, kena troll je lah
Kena
actually.
sial balik lah. Kena sial balik.
I see. Wah, selalu kena. So lebih daripada 10 kali ada
Yes.
kena curi.
Sila sampai 10 kali, but the artwork yang kami paling suka and paling susah nak molah, benda yang selalu kena curi. So sakit hati lah.
Yalah teh. So teruk je ah rupanya. Local kah si? Is it local?
No, I think that company operates overseas.
Oh, wah.
Hmm.
Wah, bisa. Okay, so
So jangan beli dari sini.
okay. Okay, so kita mau share apa penghujung rancangan sebelum kita pergi ke showcase kita lah. So, apa soalannya? Okay, boleh kita share future plan kita kah? Adakah future plan? Pasal kita pun kerja ke apakah?
Future plan. I know I still wanted to create a graphic novel.
Okay.
Okay. And then I wanted to make a series of illustration based on local folklore, cerita tradisi di Sarawak ataupun Malaysia in general. And then I wanted to do something about traditional food.
Okay. Makan
Because,
lagi.
yeah. Oh. Sip berpisah.
Okay.
And then nangalah insyaAllah, because I still wanted to make a souvenir product because kami masih suka crafting, malah all those little crafts. So insyaAllah I wanted to make more souvenir products maybe.
Alright, so okay. Dan I think that's it soalan. Okay. So bagi yang baru masuk, if ada soalan just tanya because kita akan pergi ke showcase. So untuk showcase yang pertama, jap. Okay, ada soalan tu. Jadi. Okay, kita akan tangga. Dia keluar. Abang Fahmi said. Okay, Aizuddin, kita akan pergi ke segmen yang lepas tu. Okay, Fahmi Aini. Memorable moment while working in Saladin. What you miss most?
What I miss most, I think being inspired by my colleagues, because the people yang kerja in Saladin, I think they are one of the most creative bunch I have ever met. So it's environmentnya sendiri when you go into the office and then everyone is so good. So kita jadi rasa inspired to be better at the same time. I think that is what I miss.
So circle kita
just
lah.
Coming into the office.
Right.
And becoming, kita jadi rasa inspired because you see their work are so good. So kita pun want to be better. I think that is what I miss.
Alright. Okay, so for the first showcase, kita akan pergi ke Marvel. Okay, so Marvel. Boleh kita explain pasal Marvel pun sketch kat kita tu?
This one is sketch cards done for companies dekat sketch card company. Setidaknya they license, they officially license Marvel pun characters. So because this thing pun macam a niche market dekat Malaysia. I don't think kita ada benda macam tu ya. Tapi dekat sini setidaknya macam ada trading card pun business where they insert characters and then after that ada sketch card dalamnya, and then they collect these sketch cards. People will sell and then after that people buy and they actually collect the sketch card. So these companies, they send out the blanks ke artists all around the world, including kami. And then depending on ni ada guideline lah. Like if this is a Marvel, I don't know, 75th anniversary kah, ataupun Marvel, Woman of Marvel, apa semua. So you just see like the characters that you can draw on, and then kita lukis lah all the Marvel characters inside there. And then after that you send it back to them.
I see. Okay, so for the next one is DC. Wah, DC Comic, Marvel and DC Comic. So DC Comic sama aja konsepnya.
This one is, I think this set masa sidaknya rebrand DC pun characters into DC New 52 ya. So kita nangganya pun character design is all the new Harley Quinn, new Justice League, Dark, new Constantine, Zatanna, and then Poison Ivy, Starfire, all the regular DC characters sidaknya rebrand and change the character. So this is the sketch card set that reflects that.
Oh wow. So ya lah banyak for Prana Studio Berapa lama?
Prana Studio tak best because
Okay, sambung pasal Prana dia.
Prana Studio is a company dekat Canada. They did this is my favorite company to work for actually, sebab sedaknya pun property is mostly original content.
Okay.
Meaning that kita perlu lukis characters from comics ke apa. It just set like macam it's a Halloween set ataupun it's a mythology set ke apa semua lah. Kita research the characters but the content is up to us. So kita ada, bagi kami lah suka working on this set because ada freedom of expression. You can just do what you feel is best rather than kita limited to like a certain character.
I see.
So I think it's more fun to work on this sketch card set personally.
Berapa lama kita pola tu for this sketch semua tu?
Semua tu dari 2007.
No, I mean kita pun timeline pola tu. This project.
This project timeline. Because nya banyak. I've been doing it every year. Mesti ada a few sets.
Saya untuk this set, the one yang kita beri. Saya tahu. Halloween sketch card tu. For this Halloween sets.
Usually they give us about like 2 to 3 months to finish. And then hantar balik.
I see. Alright. Okay, next one is Womentology.
That one is I think Masaya somebody in US datnya ada they propose an idea to have women creators collaborate together to create a comic specifically made by women. So this is what they came up with, Womentology.
Kita came out dalamnya lah.
So in this book,
congrats.
Kami jadi the penciler and inker, and then after that sedaknya they came up with a few more comics, Womentology Space. No, artwork yang kita lihat ya is the cover that I drew for that comic.
I see. Wow, nice. Apa medium kita pakai tu? Medium punya. Boleh mai tahu ke? Pakai kita create this cover. Digital. Digital. Photoshop is it? No.
Painter saya dengan Photoshop.
I see. Hadi, sorry kita dapat tinggi sikit sih. Kita frame kita. Okay. Okay, Womentology. Okay, so the next one, Aizuddin ada bring out this issue there. Bukan issue lah, this matter. Okay, cosplay. So boleh cerita.
This one kami paling suka tu when kami lukis something and then orang lain actually use the artwork to create something. In this case, sidaknya pola baju that looks like my artwork, which is really, really fun. Bila kami nang wow.
Tahulah.
Terharu ada pun ada.
So macam ni sidaknya ambil gambar beri kita ke apa?
Yeah, they will actually like tag me ataupun yang hantar through email ke apa. Mada they made this outfit based on kami pun lukisan. So bila kami nangga pun macam wow, Bestnya. Rasa macam it's nice lah to know that kami pernah something and then setidaknya rasa inspired to make something out of it as well.
See. Wow. So actually where are they from? Setidaknya dari sini tu?
US, mostly US.
Mostly US. See. Abang Fahmi said awesome. Okay, so the next one is your craft. Honey Max Food Craft. Okay.
Yeah. This one is kira macam an outlet bila kami I'm not able to illustrate or do a full illustration ataupun rasa burn out, then I try to release macam release stress ataupun try to express myself on a different outlet, and then I try to make lah. So yalah hasilnya. So at least rasa macam bila kita burn out pun rasa rasa macam langsung dapat mula apa-apa terus down. At least kami ada create something.
Wow.
And yalah hasilnya.
So your therapy is another product. Great.
Yeah.
So okay, the last one is for the showcase is collab comic.
Actually banyak lagi tapi kami dah kami ngemas bilik tahu sini perginya. But these are the stuff that I did with friends. Basically, we used to make comics, and then after that, kami orang self-publish.
Self-publish actually.
Yeah. So it's all content. Best lah. This is what I love to do.
Dari sini tidak mau dapat tu. Mau beli ke if my viewer mau beli, so better kita ambil link ke apa lah untuk dapatkannya. In case ada jual lagi.
Okay. We used to sell dekat Comic Fiesta dulu. Tapi kena tahu everyone is busy, so si dapat lagi nak mula collaboration macam ya. But this is one of the things that I like to do lah dulu. It's like create like our own comic, and then after that compile dengan kawan-kawan, and then after that jual dekat Comic Fiesta. And then bukannya dapat duit, just to express yourself and just to create something dengan friend.
Tapi yang benda ya selalu je kita yang devoted habiskan. Yang kita laga puas hati je.
Yes. Because that is the awan kita pula untuk kita sendiri. Bukannya untuk benda lain.
I see. Okay, Abang Fahmi, Mbak collab pula.
Jom.
Kelak kami tolong edit lah. Kami tolong publish je lah editing.
Tolong printing ya.
So Hairul Anwar cakap pernah beli Hanis komik dekat Comic Fiesta. One of your friends juga.
Yes. Hanya nang selalu every year I think pergi CF.
Okay. I pernah pergi CF lah. Sooner lah. Later.
Should go. Kim besar now.
To go lah, Aaron, if you're watching, jom kita set plan. We need to go fly to the site. Okay, I think basically that's it. So, ada apa-apa lagi kita bawa padah kah? Untuk sesi malam tu? Kita bawa padah dengan viewer kami kah? Ataupun kita promote kita pun Instagram ke apa? Feel free to do so.
Boleh follow kami dekat Instagram honey_mix HANIE_mix. And I think untuk viewers, keep creating, follow your passion. Walaupun bunyinya cliche, but it is true. And try to add value to everything that you do.
Okay, before kita keluar ada lagi few komen masuk. Syahrul Majid say Young Comics for the win. Ya, dia cakap. Rabbi Rashid, her craft piece was sellable at exhibition at Cocobana Miri. Wow, congrats. Bila kita last pergi Miri Cocobana ya?
I think last 2018.
2018.
2000. Ada art market dekat Miri. So kami pergi siang.
I see. Okay, so another Aaron is watching. Okay, boleh gumpul komik-komik artis di Sarawak. Okay, for your info Hani, mungkin kita menangga Aaron pun kita pergi episode 1 kami. Terusnya ni tahu boleh collab dengan kita juga. Abang Pami. Mun balik kelak boleh kita drink and draw nombor sekali. Okay, so we'll have a coffee session yang betul-betul boleh
Betul, boleh.
In case kita dapat brainstorm projek baru kan.
Yalah.
Alright, okay.
Try to have it every year.
Okay, Abang Pami, just let us know mungkin kita dah balik Sarawak. Everyone. Okay, so basically that's it, guys. So thank you for watching. So bagi yang menonton tadi, so boleh follow kami di Fazlin Fazwan pun, Facebook, YouTube, apa semua lah. Kat tepi-tepi ada kami sebab kami dah ada display, so just follow. So and then bagi yang mau nangga kopi seni kami lama-lama, boleh pergi ke YouTube channel kami di Fazlin Fazwan lah. So kelak kami akan beri link kat bawah. So I think guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you very much. Okay, bye. Okay, thanks Hani, bye.
Thank you.